Hey, why are you in the way? Eddie.
Monday morning. I know we have 4 speakers today, so I can't be as funny as usual, but I know students and faculty especially are going to miss that. So the good thing of the week, look at CNN, by the way. So today's vivacious, lovely, wonderful, well-spoken speakers are Edward Walker, TJ, Taylor James Deary, Kevin Chinda, and John Dean. Enjoy.
Good morning, everyone. It's really sad for me to be standing up here in front of you guys. It's kind of a closure, I guess. For 4 years, I've been sitting right down there every Monday and Wednesday, so I feel like I won't know what to do next year when I graduate. Every Monday, I've sat in this chapel and thought about what I would say when it was my turn to speak. I must have thought of more than 100 different ideas, and this is my latest. So let's start over. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Edward Walker, a 4-year senior from all over the place. You all like to refer to me as Ed Walker, and I have no idea who started calling me Ed or how it stuck. But to my family, I am Edward Walker. At the beginning of this year, when people were meeting Bobby, everyone would come up to me and say, "It's so weird that Bobby calls you Edward." And my response every time is, "It's not that weird. My whole family calls me Edward." Family is extremely important for me. I have lived in 5 different towns and cities in 3 different countries. In every place, I have had to meet new friends and eventually leave them. Although I do stay close with some, there were always 6 friends that I could not really shake. Peter, Harry, Bobby, Sam, Anna, and Ted. They are the most important people in my life, and even when I can't stand them, I love them more than anyone else in the world. Ever since I can remember, I've heard my father and his brother use the phrase, "brothers stick together." This phrase was generally used when fighting off the young versions of my brothers, my cousins, and me. My brothers and I have adopted this phrase in a way, but altered the word brother into druther. To understand this stupid mispronunciation, you need to understand a little bit more about my family. On August 18, 2000, my youngest brother, Sam, was born, Samuel DeWitt Walker. This was the start of my brothers and my nicknames. Because Sam was so young, he couldn't fully pronounce our names. Peter was called Pio, and has been called that ever since. Harry is known as A. I'm known as Ever, which has evolved over the years into Berg and then Burger. Bobby is Bye, but he has other nicknames, just wait. Another word that was mispronounced was brother. This was turned into druther. My parents, although not our brothers, are also considered druthers. So my immediate family's improved slogan is now, "Druthers stick together." And we do stick together. I remember in 2nd grade when we were playing a game of tag, I was pushed to the ground by an older kid. As my head hit the ground and bounced back up, I saw the kid that pushed me down get sucker punched right to the jaw by my oldest brother, Peter. There's another story of when Bobby got pushed to the ground by Henry Gardner. Granted, Bobby definitely deserved it. Henry made the mistake of doing this in front of me. Next thing I knew, a mother walked up to me and asked me angrily why I had hurt her son. Confidently, I rebutted, "Why did your son hurt my brother?" There are plenty of stories like this, because us brothers are more important to each other than anything else. It is not just about fighting for each other. A lot of our good times come from us being very amused by each other's jokes. Now this is the time for Bobby to get really embarrassed. When Mr. Lobster Bobster, Billy Go Flopster, Mr. Hopster Bobster Lobster Boy, as my dad calls him, was 10 or 11 years old, he found an obsession with GarageBand on his iPod. His first record was made solely to annoy our little brother Sam. Here's a little example of Bobby's alias, MC Roberto. Notice the voice change.
Sam is crazy.
It's okay, Bobby. If you like that, he's got 3 albums. That's not a lie at all. But seriously, there's nothing in the world I could be more thankful for than my family. They mean everything to me, and even this whole speech that was dedicated to them isn't enough to say thank you for all that they've done for me. Of course, they're not the only people I need to say thank you to, right? Honestly, I could have written a whole speech on how you have changed me for the better since I was a little ignorant freshman. If any of you want to hear some hilarious stories, you have to get Ray and I to start reminiscing for you about our freshman year. We've had some great times together. Ray would be disappointed if I finished this speech without making fun of myself for calling Donkey the first dorm meeting my freshman year. But in all seriousness, Ray, you have been my role model since I met you, and you are basically a brother in my mind. Miss Raft, Ma, thank you for being there. Every time I needed to cry, I'll miss you a lot and never forget you. I might even miss George. So I go back to visit him. Teddy, thank you for being the best roommate third roommate I could ask for, and annoying Ray with me. Kyle, thank you for being there on the worst day of my Pomfret career and giving me a huge hug when I wanted to kill everyone. I hope you remember that night when we were doing this tour, because I'll never forget it. Dan Solomon, thank you for brightening my day whenever I walk by you. Ellie, thank you for being my little sister and never listening to me, even though you know I'm always right. Aiden, thanks for watching How I Met Your Mother and ordering pizza with me every day of sophomore winter and being one of my best friends ever since. Thank you as well for bringing me to a bunch of Sunday Red Sox games. I'll return the favor when I'm in Boston and you're in New York next year. TJ or CJ from San Andreas, thanks for being a good sport and good luck with your speech. Lex, thanks for taking Jack off the market for a good 3 months. I appreciate it. I'm glad we reconnected this spring. I love you. JJ, thank you for being my best friend since freshman year. Biggest romance, babe. Tony, thank you for being one of my best friends freshman year, and I wish we could have had more heart-to-hearts. Scully, I love you, man, and I still think you should go to Mass Art next year so we can be closer. St. Lawrence's, thank you for being great friends to me. I will come back and visit you guys all the time. And ladies, watch out. PD isn't here today because he's getting his braces off right now. Mr. Kim Sr., thank you for being my advisor for the last 2 years. I will miss you and your whole family. Mrs. McGloin, if you're here, I don't know if she's here. Thank you for dealing with my shenanigans and getting me into college. Mrs. Morin, although you are not here, thank you for dealing with me my first 2 years. You helped me get on track. Gracias a Pablo por cambiar el examen. I could literally go on forever, so thanks to my friends Spike, Killer, Lumbo, Bill, Max Sauce, Dill, Mal, Corn, Maddie B, Ash, Emily, and everyone else at Pomfret for making my time here wonderful. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Hastings for a great 4 years. Good luck to Kev, TJ, and John. For the rest of us seniors, let's finish strong, only 27 more days.